Alright guys, this is Matt again, and it is Monday morning about 8 o'clock. I'm back at it. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but we had our annual shutdown at the mill I work at. That was about 16 days or so, every day, 12-hour days, and pretty wide open. You know, I put that one video up lifting that washer drum out. But anyway, I'm back at it. I'm actually on vacation from work this week because I've got so much to get caught up on. Today's project, I've got to pressure wash a house, and she's got some paint that her ex-husband put on the deck that's pretty rough. And it even got splattered up onto the vinyl side, so I'm gonna try to get that off also. So that's today's project. Tomorrow I'm gonna start framing those walls in that basement. I made a video of a while back. I did end up getting that job, so I enlisted the old man to help me again tomorrow. So me and him will be doing that. And I should have a full week. I've got to schedule a few things to make sure customers are gonna be available, but I've got enough work to get me through this week easy every day. So and I might even do some work Saturday. But that's it. I made a video a while back of pressure washing a house, and it just didn't work out. The house was about 30 foot tall, and I just don't have the equipment to get it up there to those high eaves. And I did order a couple of tips that are second and third story tips for my pressure washer, and I'll show you those once I get out here today, because I did try them out, and it will shoot the water a good ways up. It shot. I have one part of my house is the second floor, like a bonus room up there, and it shot it all the way up and over the eave of the house. So it might be something helpful if anybody needs something like that and have a smaller rig like what I have. And I've got some deck stripper that I got from Sherwin-Williams. I'll show you all that stuff in a little bit though. But that's today's project. It's a little bit rainy. It's not supposed to really rain till tonight or this evening. I hope I can get this done. It's sprinkling rain right now. But anyway, I know it's been a long time since I've been on here, but I haven't had any videos. I feel like a lot of people just throw a video up every few days, and I get it, and I'm like, but I'm not on a subscriber hunt. I'm just trying to help anybody I can help, and I get a lot of help too. So if I don't have anything good to put up, I just don't make a video. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'll see you in just a few. Alright guys, this is what I'm working with. It's trying to rain on me right now. Radar doesn't show a whole lot, but I'm going to try to get this old stain off of this deck. It looks dirty, but it's not dirty. I've shown this on another video, I think, but that's just where whoever did this to start with just missed spots. And then one of the two boards have already been replaced. But these two boards, that's just 2x6s instead of deck boards. You can see that it sets up a little higher, so she wants those replaced. But so I'm not going to focus on getting those clean because I'm going to pull them up anyway. And then you can see here, this is stain. It's not dirt, and it's all the way around. I think whoever did it to start with just had a roller on a pole and just went to town. I don't know if they just were frustrated or what. I mean, because you can see how high up it is. That's over a foot going on 2 feet up. It's crazy because it's like that all the way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get that done. You can see it's on this cover plate here too. I mean, that's just crazy, man, how sloppy they got. But anyway, it is what it is. It keeps me in business. The house is not that big, and for the most part, it's pretty low. But this back part is where it's the dirtiest. And you can see they want the door painted, but really it just needs to be cleaned. I mean, it does need to be painted, but it'll look a lot better just to be cleaned. So it's really not bad at all. And this is not very high, as you can tell. I'm about 6'3", and my head will almost touch this. But anyway, the same all the way over here. You can see the back of the house is the dirtiest. I'm not sure what north, south, east, or west whichever side it is the house faces gets the most stuff growing on it. This side over here, I think that's just from where it rained, it's a little bit wet. But the other sides of the house aren't that bad now. It's a little higher up there, but that tip I was talking about, that's what I'm gonna be using. I'm digging for it in my pocket right now. This is the second and third story tip I was talking about. That's a 0 degree tip. And it just shoots, it will draw the chemical out and shoot it up a little higher. So I don't know that my pump up spray will get it there. Fortunately, it's not that dirty, but I'll get it up there with that sprayer if I have to. A little dirty right here. I'm not sure what that came from. I don't know if this pipe was leaking or not. I hope this stuff, I don't know if that's going to come off or not. It don't look too good. I might can blast it off. Anyway, I asked them if they wanted me to trim these limbs down and get them off the house. And they do want to do that. So I need to work on upselling my jobs. I'm always afraid to upsell because I'm on a limited time frame, but I'm going to try to start working as if I'm doing this full time, so that hopefully I will be full time one day. You know, a little bit high here, not bad. And this side of the house is very clean, so this isn't gonna be bad at all. Now this fascia board needs a little love, but anyway, I'm gonna keep cruising around the house. It's not these, you know, this stuff is a little higher. These accents and all, and those shutters, I think that's probably just faded more so than dirty. Yeah, that's green paint. I don't want to take the paint off. A little bit of dirt splattered up over here. See, that's something else. This house doesn't have gutters, so it's just going to splatter. No, there would be gutters on this side anyway. Big area here, and I'm going to trim those limbs down so that I can get in there a little better. Right, I'm going to pause a minute so I can walk around. There's no gate right here. Oh, and by the way, if anybody, I bought a surface cleaner for my pressure washer, and I really didn't have a whole lot of luck, but I'd like to start being able to clean these driveways and sidewalks. The ring I had was about 14 inches. If anybody's got any good advice on a good surface cleaner for a smaller setup, I'd love to hear it. All right, I'm gonna cruise around to this side of the house, show you what I'm working with today. All right, this is what I'm gonna be working with. This is my pressure washer. Simpson 3100 PSI, 2.5 gallons a minute. This pressure washer has done me pretty good so far. You can see it's got a Honda 190cc, I guess, engine. It does have a built-in chemical extractor or sucker or whatever you call that. It's nothing major, but I don't do a whole lot of pressure washing. This is for the house that I'm gonna use. My wife's uncle advised this stuff. He's used it and had some good luck with it. I used it at my house. Works pretty good. It didn't do great on my gutters, but my gutters were really, really bad, and I mixed this 3 to 1, so I might have just need to put it on straight. But I got 3 bottles of that. If I run out, I do have a couple gallons of bleach. And I'm also going to put a little bit of soap in there. That's supposed to help it stick to the house a little better. So, little trick that somebody told me. And then on the deck, I'm gonna be using this. Got this from Sherwin-Williams, Joe Max stain and finish deck stripper. It's good for 150 square feet. So I got 2 bottles because I'm gonna do that deck and whatever's on the house. And obviously a pump up sprayer, backpack sprayer. Backpack sprayer is worth every penny as compared to just a handheld sprayer. You don't have to put it down, stop, pump it up, pick it back up. That thing is really nice. Keep it cleaned out, keep it flushed out so it'll last you forever or a long time. And of course my loppers, that's about it. I brought my own hose pipe. I always bring my own hose pipe. She has a hose pipe, but it's a real small, narrow. You never know what you're gonna run into with somebody else's hose pipe. If nothing else, it'll get you further. I've already got this 40-degree tip. You can see my other tips. I don't know how much of this anybody wants to know, but I'm gonna take my tip that I bought and put right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and spray the stripper on the deck and give that some time to sit. It said give it about 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some on, and I might go ahead and trim some limbs. I wanna be as time efficient as I can this week and today and always. So I'll touch base in a few minutes or an hour or whenever. Kind of interesting. I'm spraying this stuff. You can see down there it's already having a reaction. I don't see a whole lot of dirt. It might just be reacting with the dirt, but it's not as brown down here, so something's going on. Hopefully this stuff's gonna work. All right, it's been about 30 minutes, well 25, since I first started in this corner over here. And like I was saying, it started turning brown. It might just be reacting with the water from the little bit of rain that was on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the pressure washer. It's pretty much set up, but I'm gonna get it over here and get going. And that'll be 30 minutes. I'm gonna start blasting away, just using the 40-degree tip. That's what it suggested. I wanna get the paint off, but I don't wanna eat the wood up. I don't know much about pressure washing, but I know that you can really dig into that wood. So anyway, start with less and go with more would be my advice. We'll see how this turns out. So far it ain't touching it. Pressure's done dropped off. Here it comes. Oh man. That ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna go up a tip. I got the 25-degree tip, and it ain't doing much good either. I'm gonna go on up. All right, so it ain't hardly touching it. I'm spraying the little bit I got left, which ain't nothing. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer. That's really all I can do. I was all the way down to the 15-degree tip. There ain't nothing left but the 0. That's why I'm already dangerously close to damaging this wood, but this paint is on whatever it is. It ain't covered everywhere good, but it's on there thick. So hopefully if it sets up for a little bit, give it a little more time, it'll soak into it. I don't know, but I'm just gonna move on, trim limbs, and start pressure washing the house, I guess. I'm away from the pressure washer a little bit. This tip is working awesome. I mean, I'm shooting all the way up there. It's drawing chemical. And I'm back out of the spray. I'm not getting covered in the cleaner. You could stand on a ladder and sit up there and get eat up, but this is awesome. Alright, I'm on the back side of this house, and I don't know how much you can see, but this is the dirty side of the house. Let's get up a little closer. It's not a very sunny day. But anyway, this side of the house is pretty bad. So this is gonna be kind of the moment of truth. So far, the house has been really coming clean. I've been using my nozzle. I hadn't even used the backpack sprayer. I've just used that injection stuff or whatever. Just dropping my hose right down in the bottle of this house wash. Put a little Dawn in there, mix it up and drop that hose in. It just sucks it right in. I hadn't even used my backpack sprayer over there. Just been using that pink tip for the higher spots, and that's black tip, and it's just putting a chemical right on the side. So I think you can see that. So I'm really not sure. The other parts of the house has already been pretty clean, but what I'm wanting to do is see if this injection setup is putting enough chemical in to clean really dirty spots. If not, you know, I would have to use the backpack sprayer, but I just don't know what the ratio is that thing's putting in. It seemed like I read 7 to 1, which is awful high, but anyway, moment of truth. So far it's turning, if you can hear me, so far it's turning that stuff black. That's a good sign. It looks like it's coming off. I ain't even put the water on it yet. This is still the house wash. So far so good. Alright, I come back over here to rinse it off. Really ain't even been 5 minutes. And there ain't nothing there. It's all gone. So, and that right there, it's a booger or something. But I hope you can hear me. The pressure washer's running, but it's all gone. I hadn't even rinsed it yet. I see a little bit right there. I might have missed that. It's gonna rinse off. But I'm gonna rinse this and this house will be clean. Other than this stinking deck. That Joe Max ain't touched it. I'll have to try something else. Alright, for right now, I'm done. House is clean. Sun's come out. I had no luck on this deck. I even took a sample of it to Sherwin-Williams. They were baffled. I think it's like a garage floor type stuff. This is some of it. I mean, this feels very leathery. But anyway, then I decided that I would take every board up and just flip them over, and then stain that after it dried. But there's sheetrock screws in the deck, so every one of them's breaking. So I can't. That option went away. So I'm just not sure if I can paint over top of this. The way it is, I'd hate to paint it and then it flake up. I mean, some of it comes up with the pressure washer, but very little. I mean, it just started digging into the wood. So I just don't know what my options are. I'm gonna talk to them at Sherwin-Williams again and see what happens. Step over here. This house really came good and clean. And it's funny that there's the neighbor across the road there had his pressure washer out, full blast, cutting the algae off, but he was working himself to death. And I'm over here basically with a water hose just washing it off. This stuff, it seems like it came from a loose connection up there, like it's just water stained. And I had my 0 degree tip out, and then it was not even, wasn't doing anything with that. So if anybody's got any suggestions for that, I would appreciate it. Other than that, I'm gonna stop. I'll talk some more in the truck, maybe on the way out. Alright, I'm just left that house. It's about 2 o'clock, 10 after. Going to do an estimate now. Everything worked that good on that job as far as the pressure washing went. I don't know how much you could hear while I had that pressure washer running, but that tip, that second, third story tip, man, it worked. It worked really good. I think I'm making a wrong turn. But anyway, it worked really good. It was able to pull the chemical into it and shoot it way up high like that. Like I said, I was able to stand back and not get the bleach is basically what that stuff was, to drip down on me. So that worked out good, and the chemical worked good to eat that stuff right up off the house. I guess I could have got better pictures when I got done. On the other side of it, that deck had that old rubber type sealant leather, felt like garage floor epoxy or something, but anyway, it just would not come off. Then I decided I would just flip the boards over and do it like that. But then the screws, I think I said all this already, the screws wouldn't come out, the heads were breaking off or stripping out, so that's not an option. So I've got to think on that. I don't want to put a bunch of paint down on a deck and then it start peeling off and I'm back out there getting that off and the leather. So, you know, I'm open to suggestions on that. And that one spot on the side of the house, like almost like rust or red mud, couldn't get that out. But other than that, it was a pretty good day. I'll be back over there doing something with that deck soon. But again, that tip, I think there was 2 of those tips that came in. There was about $10, and man, it was worth a lot more than that to me. Never put the backpack sprayer on as far as washing that house, and I got that done in about an hour and a half. But the house wasn't that bad. So anyway, I'm heading to this estimate now. That's all for now. Good to be back, and I'll probably make a video every day this week because I got a lot of stuff going on. But I appreciate it.